This wiring diagram is of a spark igniter or spark ignition type gas furnace. Okay, it's definitely different than your standing pilot because now we are introducing a igniter. The igniter is basically almost like a spark plug. Okay, and it ignites the pilot light instead of having it to constantly burn 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. With your spark ignition, your pilot light will be lit only on the call for heat. Okay, so let's see how we're going to wire this guy. Okay, so here we are. We got a transformer. We got a fan limit. Got a blower, thermostat. We got an ignition module here. We have our gas valve. And we have our igniter and pilot hood. Okay, here's our little pilot hood. This all right here is our igniter. Okay, this is what will actually generate a spark so that we can ignite our pilot light. So, how are we going to wire this? So, well, again, it's just like everything else. Let's start off with the 120 volt side of our circuit. So, let's start off with L1, okay, and I want to bring L1 into my transformer. Okay, let's do that. Let's take care of our transformer first. Okay. Let's take care of that. Boom. All right, so I got my source coming into my transformer. I am now going to bring my other side of my primary of my transformer back out. And I'm going to bring it right back to L2. All right, that's what I want to do. I'm going to bring that right back to L2. Okay, and I'm going to bring it right back home. There it is. Okay, so what else do I need to power up for my my 120 volt side? Well, I have my fan limit over here. Okay, I got two separate switches here, normally open, normally closed. Okay, so we should know by now that when it comes to a fan limit switch, our normally open is our fan side of our switch. That switch is going to control our blower motor. Okay, 130 degrees. We will close, and that will bring on our indoor blower so that we can start giving the heat to the space. The normally closed is our limit side of this switch, which is the safety. And I want that to take out and shut off my furnace in the event of a emergency or a high limit situation. So I'm going to power up my fan side of my circuit, my normally open. And in order to do that, I'm going to bring my power from my L1 right into my limit, just like that. Okay, so right there you can see that my transformer and my fan limit switch are already wired in parallel with each other. So out of my fan side, I am now going to bring my power to my blower. Okay, here's my blower. Okay, just like so. So there it is. Okay, L1 through my switch. So at 130 degrees, that switch will close. My blower will now turn on. So let's complete that circuit. All right, let's complete that circuit. Let's go with some orange to signify our L2. Okay, so just like that. Here is my L2. All right. So there is my circuit just for my fan. 130 degrees, that switch will close, which will now send 120 volts into my blower. Okay, and let's just change the colors just so that we can all see what's happening here. All right, so that nobody seems to be getting confused. You know what I mean. Okay, so that's my orange. All right, so there you go. Change that guy to black. All right, just like that. Okay, so power is coming into my transformer through my primary side and back. So that's all said and done. Now I got my other line, which is in parallel. That's coming down from my L1 down into my normally open, okay, 130 degrees here. At 130 degrees, that switch will close. Okay, you have to think about all of this in terms of temperature. Okay, so at 130 degrees, this guy will close, which will now send power to my blower. And to complete the circuit, I bring it back to L2. All right. What do I do next? Well, that is a very, very good question to everybody to be asking. I am done with the 120 volt side of the circuit already. Everything else on this is 24 volts. All right. So where I need to go is I need to start thinking about my 24 volt circuit. Just like in every other possible sequence of operation, in order for anything to even start, I need to have my thermostat call for heat. All right, so how am I going to get that to happen? Well, I got to have 24 volts. Where am I getting my 24 volts from? I'm getting my 24 volts from my transformer. Okay? From my transformer, I have to send my power down to, to my thermostat. Just like so, okay? So once I get my 24 volts down to my thermostat, I can move on with my day. Okay, so here's my 24 volts, my red wire coming down in my R. Out of my W, where should I go next? What should I do? Well, remember, I gotta have a safety. There has to be some sort of safety. We are dealing with gas. Gas is combustible. If I do not have some sort of means to control the ignition in the heat of this furnace, it's going to get out of control. Okay, I can do damage, I can get hurt, I can burn down a building, anything. So I have to take my W wire, and that W wire needs to go to some safety. Okay, and that safety is right here on my limit side of my fan limit switch. So I'm going to take my white wire, okay, and I'm going to bring it to my limit side of my switch. Just like so. Okay, and that's going to come down just like that. Okay, I'm bringing it right to my limit. But where do I go from there? Okay, after it's my limit, I got to bring my 24 volts down to my ignition sequence. Okay, you look on this diagram here, I have an ignition module. Okay, I have an ignition module here. I have terminals TH and TR. Okay, TH and TR on an ignition module is my 24 volts from my thermostat. Okay, the way I like to always think about TH and TR when I think about an ignition module is I like to think of TH as thermostat hot, or my thermostat power wire. I like to think of TR as my thermostat return wire. That is my wire that will now come out of my module back to my transformer. Okay, so you'll see what I mean right now. As I come out of my limit, I'm now going to send power down to my TH, because that's my power that's coming from my thermostat. Coming from my thermostat. Okay, as this. Coming from my thermostat. Just like that. Okay, so here's my W wire. It's coming out. It's coming through my limit, which is my safety, down to my ignition module, my TH. That's my power. See, this is pretty much all one wire. Okay, and I have two switches in this case. I have two switches wired in series with my module. Here's my first switch. Here's my second switch. It's coming down into my module. Now I want to be able to complete that diagram by bringing my wire back to my secondary side of my transformer. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Sorry, I hate when that happens. Let's go back and change that. Okay, I hate when that happens. But I'm going to go and bring this wire now back to my transformer, just like this. Okay, I'm going to go green. Okay, so I'm going to come out. And now I'm going to bring it back. Just like that. Okay, so there is that circuit for my ignition module. Okay, thermostat transformer, 24 volts, comes out, goes through my R, through my thermostat. Okay, once that thermostat closes, I now come out on my W. My 24 volts now comes up to my limit. As long as this limit switch is closed, I will now send power down to my ignition module. Okay, which will now give my ignition module the signal that we have a call for heat. Okay, all this is in real life is nothing more than a gigantic circuit board. Okay, and inside that circuit board is a bunch of circuitry, and that just circuitry just sends the signal out to our igniter and our gas valve. Okay, so let's take care of the igniter first. Okay, the igniter is going to send out a spark. That spark can be anywhere between 10,000 and 14,000 volts of electricity. So we are going to take that and we're going to send it to our, and I'm going to use a dark red to kind of signify that this is a very high voltage wire. Okay, so this wire here is going to come out just like this, and it's going to send a power right to my igniter, just like that. Okay, so we're going to come out. We got to have our wire. Okay? In order for us to complete the circuit for this, I got to be able to ground my pilot hood. Okay? This is the only way that this circuit will actually work, and it is through our ground. It's called flame rectification. Okay, that flame rectification is a ground signal. Once I send my spark out to my igniter, I got to be able to send a ground signal back to my module, which will tell my module that I am now working properly. So we're going to take it and we're going to go to a ground wire. Let's take a green wire. And let's go and send a wire to our green, just like this. Okay, so there it is. That is our ground wire. The ground wire needs to make sure that we are sending the signal back to that module to say that we do have a spark. Once the module gets that call for that we got a spark, and it gets the call, it will now send a signal down to our gas valve and say, okay, you're safe, you can actually energize. And when we wire our gas valve to our module, it really is pretty simple to do. Okay, you need to make sure that you wire both your pilot valve, which is PV. PV goes to PV, very, very simple. You take your MV, and that goes to main valve, MV. And then all you have is your PV-MV on your module. PV-MV is nothing more than a common wire. That common wire just simply goes back because it connects both your pilot valve coil and your main valve coil back to the ignition module. And that is really all that it takes for the ignition module to actually open up and send gas out to our burner so that we can actually have heat. Okay, so what the sequence of operation of this particular diagram is that the thermostat has to call for heat first. Okay, once the thermostat calls for heat first, that switch will close and it will send the signal down to my module. Once the module gets the call from the thermostat, it will now send the signal out to my igniter so that I can ignite, and it'll also send the signal out to my gas valve, telling the gas valve that it needs to open so that I could ignite my pilot and my main valve. Once the furnace lights, I will now begin to heat up, and when that heats up to about 130 to about 140 degrees, my normally open switch here on my fan limit will close, and it will bring on my blower. And once the blower spins, I am now delivering heat to the space, and the furnace will continue to run until the thermostat actually satisfies. Once the thermostat satisfies, the ignition module no longer gets the call, which will now de-energize my igniter and my gas valve, shutting off my heat source, and the call has completed. And that's basically the sequence of operation of a spark ignition.